Parentheses and brackets. Parentheses are a pair of punctuation marks that set off extra information within a sentence or paragraph. The additional material typically includes short asides or background information that provides supplemental content yet is not entirely essential. Parenthetical information can be a single word, a phrase, or an entire sentence. Like parentheses, square brackets also come in pairs. Their primary function is to indicate a change within a direct quotation, whether it is an addition of a word, alterations in grammar, or modified capitalization. Here are the rules to follow when you use parentheses. Use parentheses to encompass additional information that provides clarification. If the additional material comes at the end of the sentence, place the punctuation mark after the closing parentheses. Place punctuation inside the parentheses only when they enclose a complete sentence. In the first example, "and surprising" is not a complete sentence, so the period inside the parentheses is incorrect. The second example shows a complete sentence, so the period inside the closing parentheses is correct. Parenthetical information is not part of the subject of a sentence. In our first sentence, the parenthetical information, "and her boyfriend Dale," is part of the subject, so should not be in parentheses this way. We can correct this by removing the parentheses or changing the information to "with her boyfriend by her side," which is additional information and does not name another subject. Commas should typically follow parentheses rather than precede them. The second example shows the comma in the correct place after the parentheses. Place acronyms or abbreviations in parentheses after spelling them out for the first time. Here we use the U.S. Department of Justice, followed by the abbreviation DOJ in parentheses. Enclose a parenthetical citation in parentheses at the end of a sentence, after the closing quotation mark, if there is one, and before the final punctuation. Now let's go over the rules for using brackets. Use brackets around information added to a quotation that explains or comments on the quoted material. In this example, the bracketed information, 87, explains how many years 77 is. If quoting information from the middle of a sentence, capitalize and bracket the first letter of the first word if the material still creates a complete sentence. In the first example, we changed the capitalized first letter to a lowercase letter in brackets, since the quote finished the sentence. The second example shortened a full sentence, but it still remains a complete sentence, so we used brackets and capitalized the first letter. If a quotation contains a spelling or grammar error, insert and italicize the word "sick" in brackets after the error. The use of "sick" indicates that the writer recognizes the error, yet wants to keep the quotation true to its original form.